Awesome.
Yeah, that's better.
Your browser at used.guitarcenter.com and vintageguitars.net. You can even look for what you need on your mobile phone.
Did you play that in this position?
Yeah.
What I usually do is when we're doing that song live, is I
Good afternoon,
just play
Lucifer.
the
Give
C
a call on
notes,
line 2, Lucifer,
but I just use
line
my
2.
left hand only. So I'll, after this position,
Yeah.
and then you move up to this
50?
note, then I usually go, and then this is a real critical point, bending up, and then I bend this up, so it's pentatonic, it's minor pentatonic, so it's D, E, F, A, so it's, and then some people will bar both, and do like a double stop and go, and they'll end it on B, but yeah, on that part, because when Randy Rhoads played it live, or even the CD, he used his whammy bar to go down a step. He'd go like this and go down with the whammy bar as he was going down, and then like that. But I usually do is this is about our 30th song of the night, so my fingers are getting tired. And
Where do you play around here?
all around, yeah, here in Cedar Rapids and out of town.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the guitar player for Vent.
What's the name of the band?
Vent, VENT.
Okay.
But I don't mean to intrude. I just want to,
no,
you know,
gosh,
you're
no.
on the right path. But you know, when I was your age, I was out in LA, and it was really hard to find someone to help me with my guitar playing. It really was, because the people that were really, really good, and they were really good teachers, they wanted like $200 an hour, and I made $100 a month with my paper route. It was impossible, you know. So, you know, if I could help you, I'll help you right now.
Wow,
so
that's
just something to
nice.
think about is listen to those notes, and don't just play the notes, because anybody can play the notes, but feel the notes and let them flow and convey that to your audience, those notes, because there's a reason for a guitar solo, not just to play something and look cool on stage. It's you're sending a message, and I don't know what that message is, because Crazy Train, it could be anything, you know. But what I'm saying is that Randy Rhoads is one of my favorite guitar players of all time, and if you get a chance to listen to the Ozzy Osbourne Randy Rhoads tribute, the live version, get that. And then there's also a tablature book. I don't know if you read tablature or not,
Yeah,
but
he does.
that live stuff is Randy Rhoads is just phenomenal. And every guitar player now that's out and about playing live, all their playability goes right back to Randy Rhoads, because a lot of rock and roll and heavy metal, they rely on minor pentatonic scale, and he played that, and he also played major, he played minor, and he played Aeolian, even a little bit of harmonic minor, which is A minor. It's a A-C-E, A-C-E, A. So, if you were to play it in that position, A minor, or you could do it in E minor, and go. So, I just went from A to E and then back to A again, and they're just puzzle pieces, and they fit together. And that's the difference between like major happy, minor sad, and then you start getting into your sevenths, your ninths, your diminished, all that stuff. And there's people that go to school for like 6 years just to learn about music theory. But a lot of the guitar players that sound really, really good and know their stuff, they probably know 2 scales. You know? But work on that, and work on it real slow so it's articulate and it sounds good. Because even if it's not up to speed, play it nice and slow and fluent. The speed will come. It will. Because I mean, you're young. You got time.
Yeah.
Serious.
Wow, that is so helpful.
You bet.
Wow.
There's there is a lot of good guitar teachers in Cedar Rapids. I moved here from Los Angeles, and there are some really, really good guitar teachers here in Cedar Rapids. I'm really impressed. So I don't know if you're taking lessons, but Doug Case is really good.
Have you heard of that one?
Yeah, Doug Case is really good. Hey, how's it going, bro? And he treats you really good, and he knows what he's talking about, and he'll get you to be the best that you can be. Yeah, and I think you're on the right path already. You're good to go, you know.
Well,
but I think Doug Case has a card up front.
yeah, okay.
Here. But he's here in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah.
The guy's a good guy, and he'll get your playing to double in like 2 weeks. He's that good. So it's good to have a guitar teacher, and your playing will just increment real fast. But then you got to practice on the side too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you do that, you get it down, get your alternate picking down.
So maybe when school's out in the summer, he could go sign up for a few lessons. Because he's never had any lessons, just pick picking it up.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Yeah.
I just used my ear.
Yep.
I didn't know how to tune a guitar when I first got a guitar. I just, my grandpa had an antique store, and he says, "Here's a guitar." And I was like, "Yeah." So I just tried figuring out songs by ear. That's how I started. But
Oh. How old were you when you started that?
I was like 16.
Yeah.
And I'm 40 now. So yeah, it's been a long road. Played in some of the best clubs in the United States. I had a
Wow.
blast. Had a
Good.
good time. But I got a family now, and I've got daughters. One of them's walking around here somewhere.
Really?
And you know,
Yeah.
there's
You have to
nothing
get off the
better.
road sometime, huh?
Well, yeah, because you know, you meet someone, you fall in love, you get married, you start a family, and go back to college, get a degree, and then you start settling down. But you know, it seems like once that rock and roll is in you, the music is in you, it usually never goes away. So
Yeah.
what I do is I work for the city of Cedar Rapids.
Oh, okay.
Water pollution control.
Yeah.
So I've got my daytime gig, which is that, and then every other weekend I go out and play shows.
Yeah.
So this Saturday we're playing in Animals
Oh, what place?
at Susie Hughes.
Okay.
But one thing that's I don't like is sometimes we do shows that are 21 plus because the owners don't let any minors in at all.
Oh.
Even though we're not doing a lot of cussing or nothing in
Yeah.
our songs, it's just that's their rule, I guess.
Oh.
But there are times where what I like to do is do a couple free shows a year where, well, like last summer we went ahead and Vinton got some damage from that storm.
Sure.
So we went ahead and we did
Yeah.
a show to generate money and funding for
Oh.
the Vinton Historical Society.
Oh.
So what I like to do, what I love to do, and what I'd rather do is just do a lot of freebie shows where we could generate money to help someone or people that need it, or like the Historical Society. And that went over really, really well. I mean,
Yeah.
we got some guitars and signed the guitars and then auctioned them.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fun. It was a win-win situation.
Sure.
You know, generate enough money for them to take care of some things that needed to be taken care of for the Rock Island Depot. There's that train station
Yes, we were there when we took the train ride.
there. Yeah, they do that
Yeah.
once a year. Yep. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean that's what I love to do.
Yeah.
Is helping somebody that needs it. That
Today he was looking for some help trying to figure out a better tone for that solo because he has this amp. And
A
so he
better
was,
tone?
well, tell him what you're.
Like I can't find the good one that's not too fuzzy. Like when I go, like it gets too fuzzy, and then like when I play with my friends, it just sounds like I take over the whole thing. It just over.
So it sounds a lot closer to the actual song. The tone is better, is what you're saying, on your friend's amp.
No, it's when I bring my amp over to my friends and we play with the band. I can't find a good tone that it's too fuzzy. Like when I play.
He thinks
Oh,
it takes
okay.
over the whole band and they can't hear anything else but that. Is
Well,
that
it
what you
sounds like
meant?
someone needs to turn the volume down. Is that what it is? It's just too loud, or is it just too muddy?
Yeah. Too
Okay.
like fuzzy. Yeah.
Too fuzzy, okay, because there's different overdrives that are on these amps where you have like a fuzz, which sounds like the speaker's ripped, and it's distorting a little bit, but it's not a really good, clean gain. One thing to do is I stay away from Line 6 products. That's just my personal opinion. But I play Randall and Crate amplifiers, and I've had really good success with them. They sound really, really good. I know you don't want to go out and spend $1,000 right away, because I mean these things cost a lot, but you can get a good sound by fine tuning certain things. What kind of guitar do you play?
A Les Paul Epiphone.
Epiphone Les Paul. Okay. One thing you could do is you could turn your volume and your tone up all the way on your guitar, and then you could fine tune your. What you probably want to do is turn your bass